Hey guys, we're at the San Antonio Regional with 8th place winner Cole. And what you played today, Cole?
I played Fiendsmith Yubel.
Heck yeah, let's see that deck list, man.
Yeah, of course. First things first, I want to start out with the GOAT, Klefki. Klefki's the best Pokemon ever made, and he's just, I don't know, he's cool. Into the Yubel stuff. Triple Throne, double Nightmare Pain. I know not very standard, but I kind of got put onto this. Double Gruesome, Triple Lotus, 2 Spirit, and then 2 Baby Girls. I call my bricks Baby Girls so that I don't draw them. For the Fiendsmith stuff, 2 Tract, 1 Lurie, 3 Engraver, and then onto the Dark Beckoning Beast package. You play 3 Dark Beckoning Beast. I hate this card. Going down to 2 feels so rough because you always want to see the opening, but the third one I feel like really boosts up consistency because like the best cards to see in this deck together are Opening and Nightmare Throne. So I feel like I just want to see that combo as much as possible. So playing the most amount of Dark Beckoning Beasts and Nightmare Thrones possible, I feel like is the best play to do. The Unchained stuff, Shavara and Escape. Chamber's good, but the combo I'm doing, shout out to Lucas Sacco, 2 Yama is kind of the GOAT, and I feel like Escape is just so much better now. On to the non-engine. I played White a bit. Triple Ampram, Triple Ash, Triple Nib, Triple Ogre, 5 Biscuits, 3 Baldrake, 1 Druis Worm, and 1 Magnemite.
So why the 5 Bestials?
So, okay, the theory was Yubel is going to be the best deck, and I wanted to come in really prepared for that matchup. So I felt like this suite of hand traps kind of helped me beat them really well. Minus Nib. Nib, I think I drew the card like 3 times and I didn't activate it once. But the 5 Bestials really help you, and on top of that, if you start with specifically these 4, they become like things to stack on top of your combo. So if you open Baldrake, you can, in the middle of your combo, banish Yubel, summon out Baldrake, and then if you think your opponent's not on a light or dark deck, or you can save it for your turn, and then Baldrake basically becomes a disruption and half of a Solemn Warning. So I really like Baldrake this format. Calling it now, this card is going to get limited because Baldrake kind of felt insane the whole tournament. I'm not gonna lie, especially when combinations with things like Druis Worm and Magnemite, is you just make Magnemite on your turn, search Baldrake in the end phase, and now your opponent's playing around a Banish and a Solemn Warning, which is like, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. That's it for the main deck. 46 cards. A lot of cards, but I feel like playing 40 in this deck is incorrect, based on just how many bricks you're drawing. Now that Opening's at 1, you really want to play 3. You really want to cut the Chaos Summoning Beast because it's so inconsistent. Like the amount of times that you're just going to open the 1 of Spirit Gates in comparison to the 1 Chaos Summoning Beast is just not great. So Opening kind of becomes like a half brick. You're like fine seeing it, but you'd much rather just search it off Dark Beckoning Beast. Oh, and then I was right. Power spells. Terraforming, 1 for 1, Call by the Grave. The GOATs, all day, like, so strong. This can summon Lurie, this can summon Samsara. It's literally on the card, right there. Call by the Grave won me so many games, and so did Terraforming. Terraforming is kind of insane. I will say, Terraforming kind of sucks if you already have Nightmare Throne, and then it's like, I can activate this and play it at roll, or I can activate Nightmare Throne and make a Phantom. So Terraforming is like, only okay. I would still play it though, just because I want, again, the most amount of times to see Nightmare Throne and Dark Beckoning Beast as possible. Onto the extra. The Unchained stuff. 2 Yama, 1 Rage, love Unchained, best deck. Double Yama felt really good this entire tournament. Double Yama comes up in situations in which you're building your board and you set the escape. It also comes up in situations against decks like Tenpai, in which they're going to destroy one of your Yubels and then you can banish it and then summon out another Yubel. Because Tenpai very consistently can deal with usually 1 Yubel, but not 2. Because they can go into Samurai Destroyer or Transcendent. And usually if they are able to deal with both, they're never killing you. So I really liked Yama for that reason, and I mean, better IP. Better IP. It's so good. Fiendsmith stuff. Moon, the Fiendsmith Link specifically. Moon, Requiem, Sequence, they were good. I mean, Requiem is like the best card because it's so many things. It's removal when you have Engraver. It's an extender so that you can make Necroquip. Requiem's like insane. It's so good. Moon's okay. I mean, I I wish I just had a better Light Fiend. You have to play it. And then Sequence came up a bunch today, but spoiler, I'm not playing Desiree. I think that card's kind of cheeks. So Sequence didn't come up as much. It was more just used for like link fodder. Flex Links, Muckracker, and SP, literally never summoned Muckracker. Not once, the entire day. If I did, I usually put it on top of a board rather than reviving anything. Maybe like 2 or 3 times. 2 or 3 times to make Caesar, but I really just put it on top of a board just to like insulate it. Because like if they're gonna go like Lightning Storm, then I go Muckracker, and they're like, oh yeah. And SP's like the best card of the principle. Veruger Caesar, still play these. Auto win against Tenpai. It's like the best non-negate ever printed. It's so good. Very commonly, I would summon Verudrus and then go escape, pop my own rage, and then Yama, banish, and after I've already used the Verudrus to negate, summon back rage, pop the Verudrus pop a card on the field, and it was insane. The combo was insane. Fusions. This is what I cut the Desiree for, Triple Phantom. It's like the best card in your deck. It helps you OTK, as weird as it sounds, with a 0 attack, but like the fact that you don't have to make it once per turn, you can just like slap this onto a board and kill someone really easy. My last round, I ended up forcing a draw because game 2 I was able to just like crash into Typhon a ton of times and have Phantom like as a sort of insulator to make sure that I wasn't dying that turn. Because of the game state, I'm not gonna get too deep into it. But like this card's insane. This card's crazy. It's an extender. It's a negate. It's everything. Like I feel like if you're playing Desiree over the 3rd Phantom, you're probably doing something incorrectly, because Desiree only becomes an option to your end board rather than like just a part of your end board. It never feels like super easy to flex into. It feels like you have to work around it. So Triple Phantom was for sure like I would do it again. Like it was so good. And then Aerial Necroquip. Fun fact, half of these are Caesar. Necroquip was crazy. It's literally just half of a Caesar, and Aerial was crazy because it starts your combo. So it was really good. Loved it. For the side deck, 2 Phantasme, 3 Perulia. I like drawing cards. Drawing cards is pretty cool. Perulia only resolved 1 time. Shout out to my opponent. He forgot he could ash this card, and he ended up losing the game because of it. And Phantasme, excuse me, never actually came up. One time I searched it off Magnum. It really didn't come up. I think, yeah, I only summoned it once and I searched it once. That's about it. No fun cards. Anti-spell skill drain. Never used this once. I beat Tenpai with this, fun fact. I lost that round, but I skill drained them, and then I just kept crashing Yubels, and then I had a Yama Grave, so I was able to crash Terra Incarnate, bring back Spirit, and then just do the whole cycle again, and he died. Triple Tack. Shout out to specifically my Buddha for this one. We were talking about Yubel, and we were like, what's the best way to beat that deck? Going second, specifically if you are also playing Yubel, the take cards feel really, really good. Mind Control, Change of Heart, Snatch Steal, they all feel so good, because you can just go, give me your Phantom. And like, you get to use it, and then pop your own Phantom. It feels crazy. Problem, those cards are not very good against a whole lot else. Against Snake Eye, they're not very good. Tenpai, they're very dead. So I really wanted a card that I could flex going first and second. So I put in Tactics, because I was like, going first against Tenpai, I'll side this in over a card like Nibiru, which I feel like is really dead. And against Yubel, I sided this in going second because I was like, if I Perulia them and they make their full board, I'm gonna force them to burn their negate first and then take with Tactics, so that no matter what, I also now have a negate and I can check about the same amount of negates as they're putting in. Triple Cosmic, Bozo Insurance, Yubel Insurance, Voiceless Insurance. Shout out my boy Caden. Sorry I had to knock you out. This is really just where Riddick's done, but it came up a lot. Going first against Yubel, it was pretty good. Going into Voiceless, it was really good. I never used it that much, specifically against Voiceless I didn't use it, and I used it against, what was it? Oh, Melodious. I used it against Melodious, and that was pretty heat. And then sided Access Code and Anguish. This card's insane. I actually never made these all day. I really wanted to. There was a couple situations in which I saw where I could make them, and I was like, yep, I would win the game if I could, but I just couldn't. Basically, the idea is like, this is forcing a removal that is going to trigger in the graveyard, and Access just stops that. Because you go Anguish, target, link, make Access Code gain, targets the game, and they're like, I want to activate. No, you can't respond. Access says no. Sorry.
Fair enough. And what do you think about the new format, Cole?
There's there's a lot of doomsaying. I think currently, like, probably the best deck is Yubel, but I think the format gets really interesting post Rage of the Abyss, which is not what a lot of people think. They think Snake Eye is going to be the best deck. Current format, I really like it. Next format, I think I'm going to like it a lot more. I don't think Snake Eye is going to be the best deck. I think it's going to be really diverse and interesting, so I'm really, really, really excited for it. But until then, I'm just going to keep grinding out wins with this deck because I love it so much.
Sounds good. And congrats on your top, man. Remember to like and subscribe, guys.